What if I told you everything that you know about motivation is wrong? First, have you ever tried to catch a monkey? I'm going to tell you right now how to catch a monkey in case you ever need to. This is the way the natives have done it for centuries, either because they need some sustenance and they got to feed themselves, or they got to trade a monkey to do some work for them. Not a great outcome for the monkey, I know, but this is the way they have to do it. First, grab a big old coconut from one of the trees and drill a nice little hole in it. Then, you're going to go find some deliciously sweet fruit that's fallen to the jungle floor. Take that juicy piece of fruit, stuff it right into the bottom of that coconut. Now you've got your coconut set up with some of that delicious fruit at the bottom. You lay that coconut on the jungle floor and just let it sit. Let that juicy fruit do its magical work now. The monkey, with its really strong nose, it's going to smell that darn fruit and it's going to come walking along. It wants that fruit really bad. So the first thing the monkey does, sniffs its nose right into that coconut and makes for sure that there's some fruit in there. It knows it wants that fruit now. So it'll shove its hand right into that coconut and grab a fistful of that fruit. And it'll start to pull that fruit to the top of the coconut, but it gets stuck at the top. Its fist can't fit through that little hole you've created. This is the thing about monkeys. They never let go. It is absolutely determined to pull that fruit out of that coconut. It will continue to try, and it will never realize that it is not going to get that fist out of that darn little hole with the fruit still in its hands. This is what leads to the downfall of the monkey. It never lets go. Eventually, the natives come back. They see the monkey struggling to pull its fist out of that darn coconut, and they capture the monkey. Letting go can be so hard and absolutely uncomfortable, but it's also very freeing. So here's the thing. All the monkey had to do was let go, and it would have been fine. It could have found some other papayas, some mangoes, some sweet bananas elsewhere in the jungle, but it was just not willing to let go. It does take courage to let go, and that's what makes it so hard. But that's often where joy and fulfillment live. We hang on to these beliefs because we've decided that they are the absolute truths. But it may be worth considering what else can be true. Maybe you need to let go of the idea that you need to be motivated to take action. What if it actually didn't matter at all whether or not you were motivated to take action on the thing that you truly want? Motivation is a really funny thing. We often expect that we're just going to find motivation like it's hidden under a dirty t-shirt in the corner of our bedroom. That's just not how it works. For better or worse, we must create motivation by taking action, even when we don't feel ready. When new members, our superheroes, get started at core principles, most of them are not ready at all. They've got doubts whether or not this is going to work for them, got doubts whether or not they're going to fit in. They certainly doubt whether or not they're going to be able to stick with it. Can I tell you about Dorothy? She is such a great example. Dorothy is a recently retired school teacher, art teacher in fact, from Darien. She's someone that's struggled with diet and exercise for most of her life. When we first connected, we had a great conversation, and she was straight up that she didn't expect to see any results. And why would she? She had never really seen any results before. She never experienced that real success of losing weight and feeling like she was in control of her health and fitness. We came up with a joke, though, that we decided that Dorothy was cautiously optimistic about the future and how things were going to go. Certainly not motivated and not confident about a positive outcome. And frankly, Dorothy's feelings are like most people when they get started. Even for me when I get started on new things. She knew where she wanted to go. She had tried this many times before, though. She really didn't expect this to be the time where she finally made the changes that she wanted to. But guess what? She wasn't motivated. She wasn't real confident in what the outcome was going to be, and that this was finally going to be the way that she could lose weight in a sustainable way, develop a consistent routine that fit into her life, that just felt like it fit and wasn't overwhelming. She wasn't motivated at the start, She wasn't really fired up to take on this challenge. But over time, she kept stacking up little wins, one on top of another. And with some support along the way, she felt increasingly confident with the decisions that she was making for herself. And that's when she really started to feel motivated. Not at the beginning, but now, after she had taken action, was cautiously optimistic, and began to stack up those wins. So if you want to feel good, if you want to have lifelong weight loss, not lose the same 10 pounds over and over again, feel like you're in control of your health, feel like your trajectory for your quality of life is going to be great for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you don't have to be motivated to get started. You just don't. You just got to get rolling and take a little bit of imperfect action and be okay with that. Eventually, that motivation will come, and we're here to support you the entire way. We're going to make it super easy for you to get started. Come visit us at coreprinciplespt.com. PT, as in personal training.com.